There's something strange about being human. We crave clarity, even when life doesn't offer it. We demand closure, even when nothing is truly finished. We ache for answers, even when the questions themselves don't fully make sense. And that quiet tension, between wanting to know, and needing to accept. That's what slowly wears us down. Somewhere along the way, we were taught a dangerous belief. That if we could just understand everything, we would finally feel at peace. But the truth? That's not how peace works. Constantly trying to solve life, like it's some puzzle to be cracked, doesn't bring peace at all. It brings pressure. We've all felt it, haven't we? The endless urge to analyze a moment. To decode someone's silence. To predict the unpredictable. It's like the brain has an addiction, an obsession with meaning. Always hunting for a label. A reason. A story. But here's the secret most people never learn. You're not supposed to understand everything. Not because you're not smart enough. Not because you're not capable. But because some things are not designed to be solved. They're only designed to be lived through. And when you stop gripping so tightly, when you stop treating life like a riddle to be solved, something shifts. You begin noticing what's right here. You stop interpreting every detail. And you start actually experiencing reality. Life begins speaking to you differently. Not through logic, but through rhythm. Through subtle timing. Through energy. That's where peace lives. Not in having all the answers, but in being okay in the moments when you don't. Let's be honest. Life doesn't care about your perfect 5-year plan. You try to script everything. But life improvises. You say, tomorrow I'll wake up early, I'll finally get it together. And life replies. That's cute. Here's a broken appliance, a surprise phone call, and an old wound you thought you healed 3 years ago. It's funny, and frustrating. Because the more we try to control the story, the more life flips the board on us. It's like trying to play chess against the wind. You can make your moves. But the board keeps shifting. But maybe, just maybe, that's not a flaw. Maybe, that's the point. Uncertainty isn't the enemy. It isn't proof that something's gone wrong. Uncertainty is a blank canvas. And instead of asking, why is this happening to me? You begin to ask, what could this moment be showing me? That's the difference. People who cling to understanding, they suffer twice. Once from the thing itself. And again from the endless dissection. As if life were a science project. But people who learn to stay present in the fog, they suffer less. They still feel the pain, the confusion, the doubt. But they don't fight it with noise. They breathe. They pause. And somehow, step by step, the road reveals itself. Even when we do get answers. Do we really feel better? Maybe for 5 minutes. But soon, another question rises. It's like playing mental whack-a-mole. You knock one thought down. And another pops right up. Because the mind doesn't want peace. It wants control. But here's the truth. Control and peace are not the same thing. Peace comes when you realize you never needed all the answers. You just needed to feel safe without them. Think of it like this. When you walk into a room, do you need to understand the entire architecture? Do you need to know every bolt, every beam, every line of design? No. You just check if the chair is there. You sit. And that's enough. Life works the same way. You don't need to understand every invisible structure holding it together. You just need to feel the seat beneath you. And trust it can carry your weight. Real growth isn't about perfect understanding. It's about allowing. Think of a child learning to walk. They don't study physics. They don't need to master the mechanics of balance. They wobble. They fall. They rise again. And somehow, they figure it out. Not because they understood it all, but because they trusted the process. And you're not so different. You're just stumbling through more complex terrain. Relationships, career, identity, healing. But the principle is the same. You're not here to crack life like a math equation. You're here to participate in it. Some of the most profound moments in life don't come from logic. They come from presence. From stillness. From being open enough to receive. Maybe the path isn't figure it out. Maybe it's simply show up. Stay open. And see what happens. Because you are not a problem to solve. You are a mystery to be lived. So the next time your mind spirals into 1,000 what-ifs, try something radical. Say out loud, I don't know. And that's okay. Let your nervous system hear it. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath return to your body. That isn't weakness. That is freedom. And if this message spoke to you, even in a small way, leave just one word in the comments. Surrender. No explanations. No overthinking. Just that one word. It will be our quiet signal that you're choosing trust over control, presence over panic, and peace over perfection.